Hey, I'm tuning in today. They call it the pet and sword, the Times Square Lashman, the tent in command. The one that said, hey, I own every national first in German, pay star, pay every national J. Not my first inheritance name, they say, when I wrote on a piece of paper. They said, it was a date of birth, they say, man. Did you say a double Y and A embarrassment when I got first birth by the national enactment by the Zero Ocean Colonel Borman? They call it higher and any creator enforcement. They say it's a bar and Tate or used to not there and play in Sexman. A Martin Sexman play in Martin. A Floyd make the towel. They said how? I said, man, I'm on the richest richest man in the world. And that's why they hate me, because I always put them out of business. Because they always got mad, the personalities over here, and the suits. Have you seen O. Jackman E. Weissman Browsman anywhere? I want to know, Browsman, what would you say if a nigga Parchman, Ninman, Jaceman, a management navy port and Iceman Braxman, is a Fort Weissman Weissman, with Fort Nashman Normal and Wayman, with Seisman Port and Raceman. Did you see Father and Fixman with 45 and Sourcemans? I guess you didn't. I'm hearing that else too. I'm in the Simic. Like Wayfield said, damn, my boy. That man went all the way to the national and cursed star and part in Navy world and paged he could do a pacement. Put a national first and tall with calling me and kick and make you take and eat kickables and bits. Have you ever seen a man have a 15 Ray 4? He pulls out a degree and he says, hey, O and J Smith, I'm tired of the statements, because when they put them gillies and scopes and fees and suits and plays and doors, you push the chip, and if it says anything templed or reportment, they get wrecked and Jude and put in statement say important now. That's what they call Kevin when I went in business with the master core. They call it worser in any chain and any ball. They call it out the force and more in space. They call it lean head and forward. The diamond, the four, the chain, the face, the ball, the chain. Because I am a legitimate. I am an MP part and launchman. I divorced the world and divorced the past, the world to trust me. When I went in session and poor pavement, that's when I came executive now. And I restate to the world, I divorce you in trade and basil and back you to a 62 to me. I'm the richest German for J star in the back. The richest man is trying to put the 62 in trade man for down for the one business. And the way I look at the social media and these days in the worlds, you got to really know your stuff in this world. You got the G-Smiths, the G-Forward blacksmiths. They said they was the number ones over there. But let me phrase you. Anna, Ashley, and Amanda. You might have a blue tray for a 3-day stay. And ask me why. You'll see one day I didn't have to lift a finger. It's called the same words. The killers say marvelous. They call them godmothers and patients or impatients. With the red national GP and national red Larsons. They call them poor Raymonds. Call them the 10 pay and ornaments. Open the first and 12 and 14 nationals. It's a play and poor the national placements. They can do a lot of chapters and more. And Lostman Pell and Parsman and Hall and Parliament and Corstman. And I asked you, TJ and Poem and Marvin K and Hardman, please don't start any placement with me. If they come out here and play me and take me to Frostman, that's a red code national forest fire, okay? And I say to Parsman, you can't do any kind of deal. If you do, it'll be a 21, third enforcement in Germany, Banshee, and second commandment. Doing a paste and barring 24 with Chase Swordsman with a 22, 3 and 3 and 4, 3 put down with a 21, solution with a 24 with an app and par, putting the 24 in the solution, putting in bar, and putting it down for trying and bar on a second command, and Marshman, Madelman, Negro, and Parchman, a second class, say Sourceman, and E&A, Jim McKay, Jameson, Paula, and Laceman. And I asked you, if you do, you will be put down in solution before I get in the door. Because thou send the 23, and that's the big bull. It's a foreign commandment, a national A&R, NBA national. It's my bay and topman, the top in general, and bay and Mormon, the battalion Mormon care. If I do anything to me, they do, they'll unlock the battalion. Help come get me. And I caught the 223. Put the 224 ready, got to slap the basement down. And if she involves me one more time, I will put the certain car and Murphy battalion, red and marshmallow, on her envisionment. And what did they say? Better be determined with that guy. He could do an eye encasement, a lamp over. He could put you down with a solution. Put drops and tops and marshmallow, and top and open you. That's a man or woman you never cross and never think about touching the you and settling you nice man. The first inside, the National Martin Bay was burst by the National Basement, the 12 embarked in the National Current by dog enforcement, averted by the mystery. And I thank you for watching the bold Frank 49 and me, the SS Sway and Jameson, 21 you into the basement. They call it the rainbow. And I am doing so well because I can't wait to go back to 869 square feet because they took me on my 9 square feet. But one day, Boschman and Lloyd Damon, Barbara and Saban, and David, Boring, Statement, Bayman, Bay, and Vera, when you're winning that Bill Oshman count now, that's a national red fire because they might send the mutant horseman to come check the mob. You ever seen a Martian? And he said, did you see that Martian up there? That blue 8 Martian? With Satan Porshman? With Red Barber and Beaver and Justman Cave? And say Berthamans? Did you see the Sergeant Greensmith when he knocked and told them to dig a hole? And he hit him with a dark Carston bullet with a chain regiment in the office. And brother, I hope you didn't forget. I seen you go back in time, brother. I hope you beat that dude that tried to part and case us. They call him the Dick and Ball, the Hollow Man, with the chicken dick. And always remember, it's no natural man here, because he came in being third in class when he won the national weight and bowl class and number. He was so blessed that day, he said. He didn't have to fuck around no more or get put in debt and void. Hey, Rob, and you can't get married or play or touch or do any kind of statements anymore. If you do, call Alpha to Dre in our environment. They'll come and show you what Alpha does to another person that touches a person never supposed to be touched. All right, Houston and you again. Houston now, Houston Paul, Houston Native.